Have you ever felt coiled? Like you are at the center of a spiral as the worlds get smaller. It's quiet and lonely in there. Everything feels distant. Like you are listening to a conversation in another room. That was my world for a long time. Depression isn't always loud. Sometimes it's slow, quiet coiling inwards. A retreat from the light, from connection, from who you thought you were. Each day was a tight loop of self-doubt, and a path forward didn't exist. In that dark hole, you believed a lie that you are stuck forever. But the human spirit holds a spark, even in the dark. For me, it wasn't a lightning bolt of inspiration. It was a whisper, a tiny urge to do something. Not to solve everything overnight, but just to act. My hands, which had felt so useless, found their way to my workshop, to metal and a hammer. I didn't have a grand design in mind, I just needed to make a mark to prove I was still here. The first strike was just a dent, then another and another. Slowly a shape began to form, a spiral. It started small and tight, just like that feeling in my chest. But with each intentional act, the spiral began to unfold. It expanded. I realized I wasn't just shaping metal, I was forging a map of the journey out. Each hammer blow was a metaphor for a single difficult action. Getting out of bed, answering a text, taking a walk. Each one was a mark on the journey, pushing the spiral outwards. This is the secret of the spiral. The journey out isn't a straight line, it's an unfolding. You start from within the coil, that place of internal struggle. The work is small at first, but every deliberate step creates momentum. It widens your world. The tight coil of your thoughts loosens, and you start to see the space around you again. The path doesn't magically appear. You forge it with every choice to act, to expand, to find your way back to yourself. This piece of metal was becoming my anchor, a reminder that I had the power to expand. I started wearing it, not as a trophy, but as a quiet promise, a reminder of the strength it took to make that first mark. On days when the coil threatened to tighten, I would hold it, trace the path of the spiral with my thumb, from its tight center to its open edge. It's a symbol born from my journey, a mark left by overcoming adversity. It represents the truth that our greatest strength is forged in our most difficult moments, and that you can carry your story not as a burden, but as a source of power. Your journey is your own. Your struggles are real, but so is your strength. So is your capacity to unfold. If you feel lost in the center of your own spiral, know that the path out is forged by 1,000 small, brave actions. It begins with one. What is the one small mark you can make today?